This may have gone over a lot of y'all heads, but it didn't go over mine. Let's talk.
Push the weight enough flex. Flex the livest one in the section. Fit the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. You know, I hate the fact that I have to do things like this, but I feel I'm doing my community, the boxing community, and the black community a disservice if I don't speak on situations that are not right. And when I tell you that, you know, these racist people, the closet ones, that walk among you every day, they operate off of symbolism. And they pretty much move within the shadows, but they let you know they're there. But you got to be quick to catch it. Now, the other day, first of all, for those of you that don't know, this is a picture of Keyshawn Davis. He performed over the weekend, had a really good outing. He's an Olympian. All right, he's a good dude, good young man, right? So he has a pretty good performance. He does well. And a lot of people commented. A lot of people like what they saw. And something was sent to me. And salute to the family who sends things to me, because I'm not on Twitter. I promise you, I'll never be on Twitter. There's too many like lunatics on there. And I'm going to share with you one of the lunatics. All right? And I'm going to share with you what he said. Okay? One of the lunatics, one of the closet racists, is this guy, Rick Glaser. All right? Follow him if you want. But I want you to look at this comment. Let's read it as a family. Keyshawn, you can and will be great. I'm sorry, you can and will be a great fighter. All of the earmarks are there. He should have stopped right there, because what he said after this bothered me. I let it sit for a couple of days, but no. He says, but you need a new hairstylist. Your hair is a mess. #boxing. All right, let it sink in for a second. All right. If any of you seen Rick Glaser, he's one of the ugliest mofos you can ever see. All right. He got goldfish eyes. Put it like this. He's the last dude to be talking about how anyone looks. And, but mind you, this man is married to a black woman. Let that sink in. Play 101. I don't care who you're married to. That doesn't mean that you don't feel a certain way. It means nothing. Why couldn't you just stop right there when it says, yo, all the earmarks are there, period. That's it. Why are you taking shots at this young man's hair, his choice of hair? In this atmosphere, this is what you want to do? Now, I don't know who else, you know, the people that I rub elbows with, they caught it immediately. Let this had been a black person talking about, I don't know, let's say a Jewish person's yarmulke. They'd be canceled. Oh, you look good running that trap meet, but that yarmulke held you back. Something silly like that. Can you try it without the yarmulke? Cancel. In this atmosphere, this dude feels comfortable commenting on a young king's hair. But you smoke screen it by saying you will be a great fighter. You can and will be a great fighter. You bring them up, and then you bring them down. You have to find something. Similar to when Dan Raphael got on Twitter and said, there's, the only people that thinks there's going to be a Kambosos fight are the Haneys. Remember that? Basically, just putting it out there, just give up. Literally, I think a day or two later, the fight is signed. Then Dan gets on Twitter and says, "Oh, congratulations." He should have stopped right there. Congratulations on the undisputed fight. But here we go. He said something to the effect of, if Kambosos didn't want the only reason why the fight's happening is because Kambosos chose not to fight, is that Lomachenko chose not to come into Australia and fight, and the Haneys know it. Why do you have to say that? Why are you so worried about Lomachenko, what he's doing? He's fighting for his country. Leave that alone. Why aren't you, I don't know, rooting for the American? Can't do that, can you? These people tell us who they are daily. I don't care how many black friends they say they have. I don't care when they sit around and talk about black issues. These other ethnicities think they could talk about black issues and say, "Oh, my black friends." I don't know your black friends. They probably are like that fat raccoon, Jason Whitlock. I probably won't like any of your black friends. They probably don't like themselves. You're reading this tweet. It might still be up. He don't delete tweets. He says stuff and stands on it. Like this. Lost some followers today because of my support of Daniel Canahan's presence in boxing. And I will continue to support all those that are assets to the betterment of the sport and business of professional boxing. #boxing. And no, he used the wrong no. This tweet is not getting deleted. That was April 12th. He's talking about Daniel Canahan. This is after the $5 million bounty on his head for information leading to his arrest. And it's gotten worse daily. People around him are getting arrested. They're relocating to different countries. All kinds of sick stuff is happening. I can't keep up. So this guy, Daniel Canahan, for the betterment of boxing, betterment of the sport of business. While he's at it, he speaks highly of this kid and then cuts down his hairstyle. But he smoke screens it by saying he will be great. Oh, you'd be a brilliant landowner. But get back in those fields, though. Pick that cotton. I like you, though. You ain't got to sleep outside. One day, when slavery is abolished, you're going to own a lot of land, and you're going to take care of it. Our crops are flawless. But for now, get back in that field. Pick that cotton. Little N-word. I'm trying to clean up my language. He wants to attack this kid's hair. Rick, let me tell you something, man. It's no secret that I don't like you. I don't. Once I got to know who you are and what you're about, I don't like you. I don't like you. But in this atmosphere, you feel comfortable talking like this. Let me just pull up an article real quick. Let's see. Let me move this picture. Oh, look at that. Black U.S. high school student forced to cut hair during a softball game. Nicole Powers from North Carolina says ruling from umpires that the beads in her hair, the beads in her braids were against the rules was humiliating. Black high school student in North Carolina was forced to cut her hair during a softball game last month after umpires said the beads and braids violated rules set by the National Federation of State High School Associates. It was humiliating, Nicole Powers told the Raleigh News Observer. I'm not going to read that. I'll put the link in the description. Y'all can read it yourself. Let's go to another article. I'll just pull up another article for y'all to read because I think it's important. In this atmosphere, this is what this guy does. He just bullied this kid. Oh, got a good one here. Black Texas teen ordered to cut his dreadlocks to walk at graduation. This was 2 years ago. Okay? DeAndre Arnold is a senior at Barbers High School in Mont Bellevue. He is also currently suspended. DeAndre Arnold, a black teenager in Texas, says he had been asked by his high school to cut his dreadlocks in order to be able to walk at graduation. According to NBC, this current hairstyle does not meet the school's dress code, and he is currently suspended. Arnold is a senior at Barbers High School in Mont Bellevue, roughly 30 miles east of Houston. Okay? I'll put this article there. Y'all can read it at your own leisure. This is 2 years old. I got another article for you. All right? Let's go here. Yeah, we got another one. High school apologizes after telling black honor student to cut his locks to participate in graduation. This was this year. A Florida high school has issued a formal apology after telling a black honor student, he was an honor student, he wasn't in the street gangbanging or nothing like that, honor student, that he had to cut his locks in order to walk in his graduation. Jacob Rush, a senior and straight A student at Abeka Academy in Pensacola, Florida. Salute to Roy Jones Jr. Black with no chaser reports. He was looking forward to his upcoming graduation at the Christian school, but was shocked when his mother received a letter stating that the dreadlocks he sported in the senior photos had to be cut or shortened or risk not being allowed in his graduation. Okay? All right? This kid just scored a win. And instead of celebrating the win and just keeping it boxing, he talks about this kid's hair and says #boxing. Rick, ain't no one talking about your ugly face. MF, you look like a turtle. You look like a turtle with stitches in your head. How you look like a turtle with hair? You look like an uncircumcised penis. Nigga, you look like you got the embryo disease. Your head is pointy. You the only dude I know that can use his head to unlock doors to sneak in and steal people's furniture. Rick, I could roast you legitimately for 24 hours. This kid could roast you. How dare you attack this young king? How dare you? With your ugly ass. The only thing black about your wife is her heart. Somehow she loves you? I doubt she loves herself. Was she laying next to you? You crypt keeper looking ass? When you said this, when you wrote this? You're not gonna attack my people. And this is the things that I'm talking about. He put that out for everyone. The world saw it. The world saw it. A lot of people laughed. Most black people say, no. You need to speak up on this. Remember, this guy, Rick Glaser, thinks Daniel Kennedy is great for boxing, then turns right around and attacks this kid for his hair. Yeah, you won, but you need a haircut. What does that have to do with boxing? I'll tell you what doesn't have to do with boxing. Human trafficking, allegedly. Drugs, allegedly. Gun running, allegedly. From a guy who's so badass, he can't be in his own country. Okay? But he supports that. Has nothing negative to say about that. But talks about this kid's hair. This young man's hair. You wonder why I'm rough on this dude. Think about what I'm saying. It's right in your face. Wake up. And by the way, If you look at his left shoulder, that's a Canelo Alvarez logo on his shirt. Are y'all missing the big picture here? Who's really race baiting? Me, a black supporter of the sport who points out the racism, or insecure midgets who only see our response to the racism? Get a clue. Everything I do is based off of a response. I don't initiate the crap. You don't see me on other channels harassing other ethnicities. And if you think you saw me, it was a cloned account. But don't worry, I got them already. I'm letting it bubble. Somebody gonna pay the man. Trust me when I tell you. Bronx on deck.